Oh, strange things. Wow. Incredible. I thought I'd try this one time. It looks weird, doesn't it? It's what they tell you not to do when you go shopping for food. Don't be hungry when you go shopping for food. This is what's going to happen to you. This is what's going to happen to you when you go shopping. When you're hungry, when you got a buzz, as they say, when you're high. So, this is the issue that I want to deal with. Basically, try to be as creative and as shocking as I possibly can with this, and stay hidden at the same time. Okay, at the very same time, because people hide behind microphones, education all the time. So whatever my weaknesses are, the secretions, you all have to figure it out yourself. Why would I do something like this? So that's what this is all about. And one of the most incredible things about life is the growth process. I would like to think that I've grown quite a bit. And I am playing some music. I'm playing Beethoven, the best of Beethoven right now. So string music is what I'm playing. So talk about what you know. Don't do what don't believe everything you hear and you say and all that. Don't even believe what you see. So we're gonna include all that in this thing. It's cold in here. I mean, I'm in the library. I don't like cold weather. It's it's a little not hot outside, but it's not cold either. So I just can't seem to adjust right now. So here's what I want to do, you all, with this. To have some fun with it, to change it up a little bit. This is one of the ways to do it. I remember when I was in school as a child, I was always wanting to be called on all throughout school, except for I'm talking about when I was a child, okay? So I'm not talking about later on because I didn't really care for school later on. I thought I knew too much. I think I knew too much, but it was just boring as hell after home economics. I took home economics when I was starting in the 9th grade because I already knew how to cook, sew, do all of that at home. I learned that at home. Just watching my parents, just wanting to do it. But most of the guys around me, most people around me knew how to sew and cook and clean anyway. That wasn't a odd thing for a man to do, to sew a patch on his jeans to look good, or to hem his own, hem his own hems up to get that nice cuff in his pants, to sew that on the edge, on where the seam is, so it doesn't come down. Even if you iron it good, you still want to sew it on there. So sewing machines, to me, it wasn't an odd thing when I was growing up, and it was a feminine thing as well. So I have that in me. And to always raise my hand up in the classroom, I always got a chance to do that. And I did that quite a bit. And so to put myself out there is no problem. And that's what I do when I walk around the street. I'll always put myself out there. So now that I'm out there, it's what's happening. And to share your life is the ultimate experience, I think. To share our lives is an ultimate experience, if you ask me, to share your life. in the way that we do. And I think I've shared quite a bit. So these are surface things that people say that don't seem to think are very important. But surface things are super duper important. Things that are on the surface are way important. Don't think that you have to always go so deep. But you have to go to the surface before. The surface is what protects you. If you don't have a surface skin, if your skin isn't beautiful, then how do you look at yourself in the mirror to get clearer or to cleanse it? And all of that. So, let me say that as well. I was listening to a lot of people. I've been listening to a lot of people. I really have. And I share sentiments. Wow. From a lot of people as well. Yes. Wow. Okay. So, and I've been trying to share these sentiments from all these people in the best way that I can. Yes. Let me just, and I want to be enthusiastic about it. I'm really enthusiastic about it, about our situation. And communication is the ultimate thing, is the justice that we have. So in today's time, to be able to communicate in the way that we can is incredible. Let me say that. It's a very privileged life that we have, and as destructive as it is with this privilege, it's a beautiful thing to also be able to stop this destruction, okay? So some of the things that I've said, I put myself in a situation to be judged, to be looked at, to be picked apart, all of that. Whether I like it or not, someone is going to find some things that I've said to not be so, whatever it is. I may not like it. It may not agree with my lifestyle. It may cause me to think twice about it, or bring tears to my eyes. It may cause harm some kind of way. But again, invisible injury is what I have to deal with. So that is the issue as well. And I always have been able to say, not always, but I try to use in my most recent times to use the most spectacular lifestyle to live and to be as not superficial, but super official as I possibly can. Yeah, to be super official, to be the prototypical human being. So people, and I thought about this too, but I heard a young man talk about it today, and I'm glad I heard him say that, and I don't want to be that. I don't want to come half cocked. And but the modern day Jesus, modern day Messiah, I'm all times, not just modern day, I'm all times. Let me say that. I don't want to limit myself in that. And the fact that so-called Jesus or Messiah, whatever name you all would have given, he was a finished product, and I'm not a finished product. So I don't want to make that mistake as well, and to stop myself right here and say, okay, this is where I am. You know, because in the temples, when they took people like Jesus into the temples, there are people who went in and never came back out to be able to share their whole selves. They went to the black hole. It's out in space. That's what the temples are as well. They're black holes, whether you know or not. To know how to come out on the other end, you have to go through these things. Some very deep things, touch the bars on earth, man, to put that amount of pressure. Is some people went in and were great mathematicians, that's as far as they got, or great scribes, that's as far as they got. But the seven liberal arts, you could be a mathematician, a scribe, an engineer, all these things. So I'd hate to call myself a messiah and then say, oh, and then the universe say, okay, you're a messiah for just learning how to speak a good, say some fantastic words or convey a message. Then that's where you're going to stay right there. You're not going to be able to do several liberal arts of all things to engineer, to nation build, to truly be a space traveler, to change things in the way completeness. So I don't want to say that I am a modern day Messiah. I'm all things. So by saying I'm all things, then all things will come unto me, because it says what? Come unto you and reveal all things to you. So let me use that language right here, right now, so everyone would know that. So I'm not calling myself a modern day Messiah from just being able to use clever words and to design certain things based on what it is things are doing, okay? So let me keep learning as much as I can, so until the universe channels and tunes me into a complete harmony, the silver surfer, to touch the life, and the life come forth just by me touching it, I have to continue to grow. Okay? I am still growing, and I am still knowing, and I'm still traveling. My spacesuit, my lawsuit, what I wear, my lawsuit. Because I have some lawsuits that I have to put forth too, because people cause harm to me. And until I can show that I am, can master the laws of exchange of no harm being done, by saying no harm, that whatever they put upon me, I can turn it around and say, no, you owe me this for doing that to me. So, and they say, okay, here's what comes out of that, which is money. But causing that harm to me, then that's the magic that can be performed. So until I can do that, that's another phase that I have to go through, because that's what money is used for, to be able to use that magic in that form. And when someone does something, you can say, okay, you did this to me. So look, that's what turning the other cheek does. When someone does something to you, you can say, oh, well, this is what you did to me. So this is what this is the reaction, this is what's gonna come out of me, and this is what you must do to show me that this is equal to what you did to me, and I'm equal to what's going to happen to you. This is what happens to you when you do that to me. And thus, oh, okay. And then we're in harmony. Okay? So that's what I'm talking about by being a modern day Messiah.